Hi everyone. Hey Trisha, child, I'm a day late and a dollar short with this live right here. But that's all right though. Welcome in everybody. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in. If you want to share me out, share me out. Something right now. Why that? What you got to say?
Okay. Go look. Hold on. One second. Go subscribe to our what that thing?
Family channel M2J's vlog.
Yeah. It's a Dre's vlog and go subscribe to our TikTok account. And it's Jellybug
2016.
2016 and it's
J and J Mom.
J and J Mom. Go to top. Peace out. Can I have this water?
Yeah, make sure you put that all up in the sink. Let me get this off my desk. Hold on, y'all, just a second. Thank you, Reese. We just did a hike video. How you doing? Everybody, make sure you hit the like button, y'all. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes for some people to come in, and then we're gonna get into it. You gonna shake your head? Oh Lord, y'all know my baby. She gonna be TikTok famous, baby.
Yeah, I have 13 followers and now somebody cut off.
She said she got 13 followers now. She ain't playing with y'all.
I'm not playing though.
She ain't playing with y'all. She got 13 followers.
I'm not playing.
So Jayla said, "Don't play on her top. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it."
Don't play with the boo. Peace out.
Girl, we done with you. Hi everybody. Y'all just escaped our baby. She is excited. We just did a TikTok. Is Jayla Bug
2016.
2016. And our family's channel is M2J's vlog. I put her TikToks on there, our TikToks. I may upload videos. I think the shorts will do.
Yeah, the shorts.
Anyway, make sure you guys hit the like button, y'all. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm already asking y'all to subscribe. I have not, Trisha. I'm trying to wait till this weekend. Tomorrow I am off, so after I drop the kids, I'll take me another hour nap. I'll get to watch the reading, okay? And I'll do a review on it like you asked. Give me to Sunday.
Y'all, guess what?
Because usually I have to watch a movie 2 times and get all what I can get out of it, and then I'll do the rest. But they said Monique played her character very well, so I'm going to watch it tomorrow. So make sure you guys. I'm gonna try my best to watch it over the weekend, y'all. Y'all pray for me and Jay. This boy, I swear to God, this boy.
Broke our remote. And now we can watch something. We all can watch what we want to watch.
He said he's true since you don't have to.
Hi y'all, how are you?
The people Rich said it ain't free. Jabel, bring me the rest of that remote. Reese said it ain't free. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I hope everybody had a wonderful day. Hope everyone had a wonderful day. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in. Um, we're going to listen to Dre. Lord, I hope I don't get too irritated by her voice. Um, I hope I don't get irritated by her voice. And we're going to listen to this. I'm trying to wait until everybody come in so they don't miss everything. I should have went in at 7:30, but I'm gonna wait another 2-3 minutes, and then we're going to get into the content on tonight. Um, I mean, get into listening to this lady lie, because that's basically what she's doing, and gaslighting and playing victim. What did you guys think? I do want to ask, what do you guys think of um what do you guys think of last night, the police stuff? What did you guys think of the body cam video coming out? Do you guys think that, a lot of people said that they sympathize with her now since they seen her side of the story, and they see that that he really did. I guess some people really do believe that she's innocent now, and that us people that don't believe us is sensationalizing this, and she's an innocent wife that husband asked himself because he had mental health problems. But how would he have why would he have mental health problems if he don't deal with his mom and things like that? So she is a lunatic, she is guilty. Okay. Wow. Well, let's uh let's just get into it, y'all. I might have to do two lives because I have to do a seminar on and my internet is not freezing. I know, and I'm not gonna try to change their opinion. What's all this in the trash? One thing I am not gonna do is try to change people's opinion. You can have an opinion. That's your right to have an opinion. Everybody has one. I'm just gonna do commentary on what she say. I do not own the rights to this, but I am gonna play it. No, it's not sensationalism, but she feel like we clout chasing and all that right there. But Marvon's story needed to be told, and they're saying that this man is still in a coma. I don't think I hate to say it, a lot of people believe that he's not coming out of it. Just allow me. Let me get this up here. Let's listen to it.
Because there's been just way too much being said online that is just so far from the truth. And that's not even why I'm coming back, because I can care less what people say. There are some serious things that are happening in my life, and I want to talk about those. Hold on, give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay, what about that? I hope you guys can hear me okay. I wasn't even planning on going live today. But things have changed and things are really serious now. I just want to make it clear though. My heart is beating so fast. When I wanted to come back to social media, I was never going to give any updates on Vaughn. Because why? After what people did to me and my family, Nobody deserves him and how special he is after what was done to me and my family. So I wasn't going to come live and talk about my husband ever again. And my friends can tell you. And they supported it. They said they don't deserve your family. Dude, my heart's beating so fast.
If she don't stop with this dramatics, child, if she don't stop with the dramatics, y'all.
But now I am going to give an update on him because things have changed.
Y'all, that she, how many minutes we in this? We 2 minutes in. Okay, here I go. All right, y'all.
And not in a good way. And please understand how hard this is for me.
Child, please.
Because of what was done. Oh, my heart. I lost you guys. Get off the Wi-Fi. Thank you guys so much. And for your hearts.
Her heart beating fast because she knows
is it still
comment section and attack the hell out of her.
Okay, cut off the Wi-Fi. Let me know if this is fuzzy or weird. There's a lot of wind here in Tucson, Arizona. That's where I currently am at. And I don't know if it's going to affect the reception. So I apologize if it does. I don't want that to happen because then, you know, I just don't want to repeat what I have to say. Last year, May 23rd, my life changed forever. And as loud as everybody wanted to be about spreading lies about me, y'all need to be just as loud, and if not even louder, about putting the truth out there. So go ahead and do your shares. Let other people know, because there's still people to this day talking about me that don't know nothing. There's still family members of my husband that are still exploiting him to this day. And as much as people wanted to watch those videos where people are terrible.
Now, I want to stop right here. Dre, you've been exploiting him, putting spit on him. Ever since Marvon this happened to Marvon, you've been exploiting his ass too. Let's just keep it real. Let's call the spade what it was. Even though, yes, that's your husband, but you were exploiting his attempt for your gain as well and for sympathy. Come on now. So you can't call the kettle black because you got a problem too. You every time we seen it, it did not look good for this man to be sitting in a hospital with a camera in his face while he's sitting there. For real, y'all. I remember watching a video and this man, going back and forth, talking to she exploited his family too, because his grandmother, hey Marvon, my baby. Guess what? The man eyes was just, he had tears coming down his eyes. She recorded all that. Every time she went to that hospital, she recorded it. She recorded herself spitting on him. So child, please, go on with that. You need to.
Tearing up my family and putting that stuff out there, make sure that this is out there, that this is the truth. Y'all really want to know about my husband, about my family? Well, let me give it to you. First of all, this was something that should have never even been spoken about unless it came from my husband's mouth. So let's make that clear real quick. Nobody should have ever went and digged up what is my husband's business, not even mine. And I, for the last 5 years, more than 5 years, I've been on social media and shared part of my life, a huge part of my life, a lot of my special relationship with my husband, my children. I let so many people in my home with makeup videos. Dude, I was a military wife, you know, like I was a military daughter. My dad served in the Navy for 26 years.
Stop. I'm gonna stop stopping it, y'all, because I know y'all be like Monkey Little play. But let me say this. She said it could. I remember when the mom first came out, y'all. Y'all, when the mom first came out, Dre did a whole entire video. And I remember this, even though she has taken it down, but it's and she has deleted it. I remember that video. She was talking down on the mother and about this taxi situation and all of that. So she can miss us with that. She can really miss us with that because you was talking about the family too, but you the family can't come and defend themselves. Oh, only you the victim here. Only you can come and defend yourself. You the victim. Child.
And then I married military. So I'm around that broke life. And not that, and speaking about me and my husband when we were married, not necessarily my dad, but like, people know this is why there's so many military discounts, because they don't make a lot of money. Okay. So because I would see people on live videos doing their makeup.
I would have to debunk that shit. People that are retired from the military just depends on what rank they were and how long they were in there. But I know for two things for certain and one thing for certain and two damn things for sure. When I told you guys that you get a man that has been in the military previously because they draw good money, they do. They draw good. She telling the whole goddamn lie. They draw. I know. I have family members that draw from the military. So she's telling a bold faced lie. They draw good money, retired from the military. If they get paid good to be in the military, how much you think they draw for being a veteran? They get discount because they fought for our country. Silly ass. They draw. Child, I ain't even gonna put it out there. Look it up.
And all that, I thought, dude, that's so cool. That's crazy. But I can never go to Sephora. Like, we don't make that type of money. We very
Child, you
low
don't go
income.
to Sephora because you
So
choose not
I
to.
can't. I'm a Walmart girl all the way. So I thought, well, shoot, let me go live and start doing that. And then it evolved from makeup to cooking to sharing so many different things, you know? On May 23rd of 2022, my husband attempted. And it was there's no words. I need to take my time because I am getting help. And lately, my heart has been doing a number. And the pain, I feel a physical pain. And it's such a sharp pain right now. So it's like, I really need to take my time. So thank you for your patience and letting me say what I have to say. It should have never been this way. My husband, I found him, and it was shocking. I was studying the Bible with my daughter. It was on a Monday, and we would study 7 o'clock in the mornings. That was our study. And
baby, she rehearsed this, child. She watched the
well.
body cam video to make sure this was.
But Vaughn hadn't been well for some time, and that's something that I didn't share and go into detail and continue to talk about publicly. My husband struggled with seizures for 2 years less than 2 years prior to the attempt and his subsequent brain injury. And before he would have seizures, he would go through a major personality change. My husband's the most loving, selfless, caring. Hold on, let me take some kava because I'm again.
Now she got some K in liquid form.
My husband is the most kind, gentle person I've ever met. And I know that it's so cliche, but see, I've never seen a man apologize. I've never seen a man treat a woman the way he taught me, not even in movies, or treated me, not taught me. I'm sorry. But before a seizure, he was not himself. Very narcissistic, egotistical. He was scary.
You talk about yourself, Dre. You talking about yourself.
He terrified me.
OMG.
Because it was so not him. And that's what
you
made
had
me
this
feel
man
even
walking
more
around
so
here looking like a
am I in
crackhead.
the Twilight Zone? Because it was so confusing why he would be the way he was. And after this time of I'm sorry, I seen a comment and I shouldn't have. I put the settings on to where there wouldn't be comments because I know that people wouldn't give me the safe place, but that's the whole reason why I'm live, because I need to tell you about what's been happening these last 8 months, but especially what's happening right now, because this is not a good update. And so no matter what you feel about me, please respect that y'all ran me off. Y'all ran with delusions of grandeur, people that never watched me probably a day in their life, didn't know me from Adam. But people on social media love to talk. And I'm not with the drama. And I'm not the type of person to say, I don't like drama. I can't stand drama. I don't like drama. No. I say it and I show it by action. So as soon as I seen social media acting a fool, I was out. There ain't gonna be no back and forth, sister. There is no we're going at each other. There's going to be no drama. You are going to be whoever, and then it's not a single person. Many influencers and content creators have tried to tarnish my name and all these lies, and I was gone. This is my income. This is what I've been doing for 5 years. So allow me a safe place to come back, and don't judge other people for feeling how they feel, but respect them. If you feel some type of way about me, then this is not going to be a place for you to be. Now, I can't make you leave, but I don't accept that energy at all. And I don't know why you would want to do that to someone who is going through something so hard in their life. No matter what you feel about me, my husband still has a brain injury.
Let me say this. She really talk about Molly go lightly, but I don't care.
Smell this milk.
Anyway, if you don't want if you don't want to be judged, and this goes for me when what I put out there, don't put stuff out there that you don't want people to know or critique. Your husband, her husband asked himself. And then people on your platform that was a part of her platform was reaching out to people that were speaking about it and was giving them videos of stuff that she was doing. She could be mad all day, but at the end of the day, be mad at some of your people that's on social media, your people that was on the platform that was really watching you and how you changed. But you get mad because you don't want to be judged, child. So you better pray that you worried about our judgment. What you need to be worried about, sister, is God's judgment. Because if you did something to your husband and you think you getting away with it now here on this earth, you're going to be held accountable for it in there. Because you know by Jehovah God. Okay. That's what you call him, right? Jehovah. So you're going to be held accountable by Jehovah. Okay? So, don't worry about me. Worry about Jehovah God. And what he gonna have to give you gonna have to get an account for everything you do, good or bad. That's one thing I know for sure. So, whatever. Anyway, y'all, let me continue to press play. But I'm just saying, she's sitting up there talking about people judging her. But look how you treated a good man that loved you. You treated that man like crap. Had that man taking stuff that he really didn't need that caused his seizures. And then you sat up here and trying to gaslight social media. We ain't going for it. You're gaslighting us, and we ain't going for it. You're a gaslighter, just like you gaslighted that police officer. That's my opinion. I don't know you, but from what's out there and what you have put out here, you're gaslighting.
Injury. My husband still needs care. I still need to provide for my husband, for my children. I've been the breadwinner for 5 years, not my husband. I have. With his help, we've been able to run a very successful business. The social media aspect, gosh, he's helped me so much. But the main responsibility has always lied on me. And I've been gone for 7 months without getting an income. And there's a lot of things that have been put out about me that are straight up lies, and things that are lies that want to make you feel some type of way, literally to have hate in your heart to give to me. which makes no sense. When my husband did what he did, he had been in that trigger for 3 weeks already. He was not himself for a while, and I was concerned. And things were not well. And it's hard because with being by his side all this time, you realize that if he's in a triggered state, he's either going to get better or he's going to have a seizure. So you're just waiting for time to pass by. After 3 months or 3 weeks, then he took drastic measures. So I stayed off of social media. For the first week, I was completely off. Then I needed support from Slay Mafia, my subscribers, people that subscribe to this Facebook page. We have such a good bond, and I needed that help for me because I was going through a lot. Then after 2 weeks, my husband was given a feeding formula that interacted with his body in a very bad way. My husband was at the VA hospital, and from day 3, it was pull the plug type energy. And it lasted throughout the duration of his visit. And during a certain time, he was given feeding formula that I could clearly see his body is interacting in a very bad way. We've been vegans for a while. We've been alkaline vegan for like a year, but well, more than that now. But at that time, like 3 years, he hadn't had any meat, and all they have is animal products. Like when I say my husband had a negative reaction, I'm talking about before he could be off of the ventilator for 8 hours. And then when he had the increase in the feeding formula, he couldn't last 5 minutes. He couldn't, his heart rate, he couldn't function. What the doctor said is that he's going to be on a ventilator for the rest of his life, never going to be able to recover. This is his state from here on out. That's what I was told. Day 3. Day 1 and 2 was really bad, detrimental. It was awful. But I said so many prayers, asking for God to intervene and save my husband's life. And I thought he was gone when he was on the gurney coming from the backyard. I was so shocked. Because I thought, I performed CPR. I don't even know how long, but his body, when I seen that his heart was pumping, that was all that I needed to know and believe that he's going to get better and that in time he will recover. And so then leaving the VA hospital with all those issues, I feel like there's so many things that I'm going to be talking about the next few days. So I'm giving you update kind of like a need to know kind of basis right now. But there's a whole lot of stuff that I want to talk about, and I'm going to fill in a whole lot of gaps and clear a whole lot of things up. But right now, I'm just going to talk about what's important to this story right now. So Vaughn leaves the hospital, and in 4 days, they take him off the ventilator and never put him back on. And it was amazing. And I was posting that on social media, and I'm like, oh my God, like, bro, he's off the ventilator. I remember the post, he was off the ventilator for 31 hours. Oh my gosh. Like it is amazing. And then in time, my husband did exactly what I said he would do, is heal. And throughout it, I've been by his side every single day. When people were trying to clip videos of mine and put together a false narrative, and the internet was going crazy, when Marvon's, my husband's biological mother, really contributed to the harassment I received, it was severe. Whenever she posted the police report of what happened, she did it without redacting my address and my phone number. And immediately, immediately back to back, harassment, DEATH threats, people telling me I should have been the one that did it to myself. And people, there was a Facebook group, I think it grew like 80,000 people in like 4 days. These groups, these people that were trying to make people hate me, literally, like they were posting videos from like 3 years ago to get people to have a negative, hateful feeling towards me. When all that was happening and when these groups were growing and then all of these creators are getting on, I felt very scared, very scared. The main Facebook page that started all of this, they made a post saying that they're flying here to Tucson to come protest out of my parents' house because I was not allowing Vaughn's mother at that time to see him. And I had to get, whenever they made that post, I'm really glad that they gave a heads up, because I was on a Zoom meeting with my friends and they were like, Dre, I'm very sorry to tell you this, but I think you should get in your RV and leave right now. People are on their way to your mom's house. And immediately my mom pulls up her RV right next to mine. And I have to tell my children, who are already dealing with the fact that their dad is in the hospital, this is not our city. Tucson is not where we're from. We're in an RV. Like, everything is so new. Our life has completely turned upside down. And now we're having to run for our safety because people want to come and stalk me because they feel like I had something to do with this. So I left and I went to an RV park. And sometime around that time, that's when I went 3 days without visiting my husband because I was worried for my safety. At that time, I was working with a private investigator, and she checked up on me, and she was asking how I was doing, and I told her I'm not good. I've never left his side, ever, not once. I've been by my husband's side every single day. But I worry because people, Marvon's mother posted the location of his hospital, asking who's in Tucson. You know, like, why would you do that to your son? That's his location. Why
But
would
she
you
wants
do
to
that?
get to her son.
And then
She
there's
is not.
people that, this one guy in particular who had a Facebook page that's
I done got upset, y'all. I'm sorry. What I was saying was nobody was going to do anything to Marvon. Miss Letitia, I remember the group because she put that out there because she wanted to get see her son seen about. She wanted to know would the hospital allow her to see her son because she ain't seen her son in many, many years. He is sitting in a coma that could possibly be gone for the rest of his life. And she wanted to say her goodbye if that was what was going to happen. Miss Letitia was not going to do anything but love on her son. She birthed this man, not you. I understand you married him, you love him, I guess, but that's his mother. She had every right, and I feel like don't take that from somebody and their mama. No matter what your mama did, no matter what kind of break or what type of disconnect you and your mama have, unless your mama ain't just a low down dirty rascal. If you and your mama, if you ain't seen your mama in many years, you sitting in a coma fighting for your life. Having your mama there could have helped him, get better. Because God brought me my mama so I can heal. But you only think about you because you want to use. You think you the only one that he needs to heal, but you ain't. Exactly, because they wasn't. She trying to control everything. Yes, that's why I said we may not can. We can. She may not. She better not. What she better do is not worry about our judgment. What she better do is worry about when she see that man. When she close her eyes and she got to see that man up there, Jehovah, God. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. Because we're human too. We full of mistakes too. But there's a man up there that you got to answer to. So make sure if you have done things that you don't know that to this man, you're gonna answer for it. You may not answer for it on this earth, but you're gonna answer for it eventually. We just people, we full of faults too. But you need to stop lying. And Miss Letitia had every right to be disgruntled about her child. She pushed out her body. Even if she was young and gave him up for adoption and all that. She was young. She didn't understand how to be a mother. And maybe they did have a rift. They probably had a rift because of you.
Worked with Vaughn. He had this big old rifle in his Facebook page and saying that, acting like he's gonna go to bat for Vaughn. Vaughn still has his phone. I logged into Vaughn's Facebook. They ain't even Facebook friends. He literally just tried to friend request him, like recently, because he was on the top of my husband's friend request list. Like, that is how much people try to get involved for clout. That's how desperate people were to act like they really cared about Vaughn when they absolutely showed no love to him.
Right, Reese.
If anybody ever cared about Vaughn,
not
you would know
him,
how much he loves and adores.
Hold on.
And how much.
I got to say. Then she talking about something when her husband was having seizures and all that right there. You wouldn't even let this man take any seizure medicine. You wouldn't even let him see a chiropractor because you, in your crazy mind, you think the chiropractor wants you. But what he probably befriended this chiropractor and told him, man, you may need to man up and let her know that you're not going to control her. But you didn't like that. You wanted him to just walk the fine line. In the Bible, it says that the man is the head, but you want to be the man, the wife, control the money. Because trust me, that man if she's still getting her nails done, she ain't too damn broke. That's all I'm gonna say. They get good money in the military. Don't let her sit here and lie like they don't. She good.
much. His family is his whole entire world. And me, our relationship, our it's it's hard to describe. It's I feel like it's so obvious when you see videos of me and Vaughn. Look at the way he looks at me. Look at why wouldn't you do everything that you can to save your husband's life with a man as special as him? And yet I'm judged for wanting them to continue to help him to keep fighting. I'm looked at bad, like I should have just let him go since this is what he wanted. Are you kidding me? How can you even form your thoughts to think that, but even more so express that type of views for someone else's life? Something that's so precious. Life is a gift, it's such a miracle. So to say that about someone, just crazy. But for 3 days, I didn't go to see Vaughn because I was worried of my safety. And then she told me, you got to go there. Even if you pull up in your vehicle.
I understand that, Anastasia, but I have someone in my family that is a retired veteran, and they bring home, I say, a fully retired veteran that they wasn't in the military, they were just in the National Guard Army, about the same length of time as Marvon was. And they had an honorable discharge, and they paid him a certain amount of money every month, and it's about $3,000-$4,000 a month untaxed. You know, to me, I know a lot of people feel like that may not. I guess it just depends on how you look at life. But 3,000-4,000, and you're able to live a pretty decent life with living, maybe getting $3,000 a month. That's pretty decent life to me. Yeah, but I guess I might be wrong. Um, I think he was discharged unless he didn't get 100%. Yeah, you have to be 100% discharged to get the full amount of the discharge, and then they'll even let you draw your Social Security off of it. From what I'm understanding, now I might be wrong. I don't know, but I know a lot of people said that. The one that I know said that if they wasn't like they're able to draw that 100% veteran money and work. I swear to God. Unless it just depends on it does depends on your rank. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I might be a little bit I may not know everything about it, but I know that, the family members they only way that they don't they they don't get the money if they're not full 100% disabled. If they're not a disabled veteran. But I think he was. I could be wrong. But still, at the end of the day, I think he retired because of her, if I'm not mistaken. She wanted to control that too. She didn't want to be at home with the children. So he became a house husband, a social media influencer, and still ain't got nothing. Yeah, I knew that's pretty decent. And then your children, you know what I'm saying, they're able to draw off you too. And they get over like 300-400. That's a good piece. Her job is sit up here on Facebook line.
And you ask them to have security escort you from your vehicle inside, then do that. So what I would do is I would park a mile away from the hospital, and then I would take a taxi to go visit my husband every day. Those 3 days that I didn't see him, He declined so much. See, Vaughn at that time, he had already been opening his eyes. And it was a little bit. Vaughn's eyes, one eyeball would be like looking straight, and the other eye would be like his eyes were around and they were barely open. One was open, barely. And then after some time, they both opened. But it took 2 months for his eyes to fully open. Vaughn's eyes are fully open, like all the way. The way he looks at me, still with hearts in his eyes. But I'll get there in a minute. Vaughn's eyes shut all the way. After those 3 days, his eyes weren't open no more. His heart rate was normally in the 70s, low 80s. He was over 120, tachycardic. In the 130s, I think the first day that I got back, he was 130, and he had declined a lot. And as soon as I seen him, I knew that as scary as I felt for my safety, I am so much more scared of losing the man that I love with all my heart. So from that time on, for weeks, I would park a mile away and take a taxi to the hospital to go see my husband. And in time, within a few days, his heart rate started to decline and his eyes started to open again. And after that, I vowed I'm never, ever leaving his side again. And the only other time that I have left his side was because I had to make sure that my girls were protected. And I had to go to court out of town. And I didn't make it back in time. I made it very late, like the next day, early in the morning, and I didn't see him. And you know what happened? The very next day, as the caregiver that took care of him, he told me that he didn't sleep all night. That whole night, didn't sleep. Every 2 hours, he checks on him because Vaughn needs to be turned. The whole night, nope. He goes, passes by the room all the time. Nope, Vaughn never slept, not even a 20-minute nap. And it took days after that for him to be calm again. That's the type of bond that me and my husband have. My husband is...
So, if I hear this correctly, y'all, I swear to God, you can't make this stuff up. So, she said that her husband got to be turned every 2 hours. Duh. There were caregivers and nurses, CNAs and nurses, because Chris is a nurse. That's what they do every 2 hours straight. They do that all damn day. So, and then you say he declining because he needed to be moved. I don't even. And then she's saying this man, in order for this man to survive, then they have this chemistry, this love. He loves her so much that um um that he y'all, I can't make this up. She loves him so he loves her so much that um in order he's gonna if she goes away from him, he's gonna lose weight, he's gonna not eat. The dude, how can he eat? And he gonna decline and die. He probably feeling reason why he probably is if he is, he probably getting peace. I feel like the man probably getting peace because he ain't there. He telling God to take him on the globe. I'm just gonna be a
doing things that the doctor said he never would. which is why I'm so mad now, because he's back in the hospital. And it's not because his health is declining, it's because he was abused. There was foul play and negligence involved. And it seems like my voice is not loud enough. And I know what y'all did to me, crucify me over things that weren't even true. So I hope that this creates a ripple so that my husband can continue to fight. Because right now, he's fighting for his life in the hospital. When my husband first did this, and I'm going through this adjustment period, I felt good. I felt strong because I knew, and I prayed to God that he would make me, don't give me false hope, save my husband's life. But if that is not what his body is showing, if that's not the direction he's going, don't let me have false hope. And there would always be signs after signs that would show me he's going to pull through and make it. After, you already seen the videos that I would do, I would put my hands on my husband's face and he would turn it. He still does that. And then crying. He would cry a lot. Whenever he would show pain, he started to cry. He bats his eyelashes at me. He still does. He did it before I left the hospital. He batted his eyelashes at me. But he's not good in there for good reasons. My husband, after he left the care facility, I'm just going to say it because it was already put out there. He was at, well, I don't want to say it. After my husband left the VA hospital, he went to a long-term care facility. And after that, the VA was only going to pay for 30 days of him being there, but they could ask for an extension for 60 days. So after that, though, they're not paying for his care. And that's not a place that he really stays long term. They said he's already improved so much that he wouldn't even qualify for him to be there anymore. And before I even get there, when my husband left the VA hospital, they didn't even want him anymore. I didn't ask them to move my husband from the VA hospital. I never did. They told me from the get-go, like, he's going to have to go somewhere. If you want him to continue to live, then he has to go somewhere. He can't stay here in the ICU forever. These are things that they told me. So I was very well aware. The VA hospital is for emergency measures. After here, he's going somewhere else. And I was so glad whenever he left. And I'm going to talk about that visit that Vaughn had at the VA hospital with family members. I'll get to that another video, so stay tuned for that. But whenever he left, he went to a new facility, and he never left that facility. Whenever Vaughn moved, it was because the staff at the VA had sent him there. When my husband went to the step-down hospital, whenever he moved rooms. He didn't move buildings. From the moment I got there, I let them know, hi, my name is Andrea McCrae. This is my husband. I'm a social media influencer. This is my platform. This is what happened to my husband. This is what people believe. I need your help in keeping him safe.
I know.
And the CEO didn't play no games. She was like, we're going to move him to a different room. At first, he was in the room right next to the door. She didn't play that. Like, no, anybody can come here. There were people talking about they're going to put on scrubs and walk in the hospital. The whole hospital had to shut down. That hospital had to shut down. Do you understand that? That's how big the negative attention of what happened and the lies created, that's what it caused. It caused a direct negative effect on not just my husband's care.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it down
other people
tomorrow
in the facility. People were nervous going to work. It was sad. The other people in the hospital, their care was affected because of what was happening online. People were nervous, the people that worked there, because they seen what was happening online. And that's how people show their love. That's justice for Vaughn. That's justice for Vaughn. Telling other people his location, that's justice for him. Telling everybody the most vulnerable thing that he could have been struggling with. I know with my history, I've been married 8 years. I know I know my husband. My husband knows me. This platform that I've had on social media, I know what he wouldn't want me to share and what he would. There were things that were shared that he would have never wanted out. And we're going to go over that throughout the next few days. So stay tuned for that. But my husband knows that I need to take care of my children. I'm in a whole new city. When this happened, I dropped my stuff and left. As soon as this happened and I was done talking to the police, I went in, got my stuff, and went to the hospital. I called my mom and I said, Mom, or I text her, I believe. I said, I need you to get here right now, right now. She asked me why, and I told her. So I go to the hospital. She's on her way. Mom gets here. My mom's amazing. She really is. I don't know anyone else like her. I wouldn't have been able to get through these last few months without my mom. And she has my full support. And my mom wants a chance to speak to y'all also. So within the next few days, you guys, she wants to do a pre-recorded video. She don't want to go live. But she wants to talk about what hell this has been for her too. Which is sad because my dad, like, dude, he's from Michoacan, Uruapan. Like, he's from deep South Mexico. He came here, had a green card. He enlists in the Navy and serves his country for 26 years. After 26 years, then he gets out, he works at the VA. And now he has another government position. And it was so sad that with the negativity that was spread, people wanted to come and drive by my parents' house because they knew that's where I was staying. People wanted to come protest outside my parents' house. The neighbor is an elderly woman whose son used to work for the police department, who takes very good care of her. She can't handle that. There's elderly people on this street. Do you know how bad it made me and my family feel thinking that these poor people got to go through this? I felt horrible thinking like, Dad, damn, I'm sorry you served your country, and I'm sorry you're still serving your country. This is not what he deserves. People here. So when that Facebook page made a post saying that they're coming to come stalk me, I left. And I'm glad I did, because I didn't want to bring that to my parents. They don't deserve that. My mother is a volunteer and helps people learn more about the Bible. She volunteers her time with studying the Bible with other people. And she had to prepare for people coming onto her property because of that. Back to my husband. My husband, after that facility, he didn't meet the qualifications he needed to stay because he improved so much. The CEO was amazed. She didn't think he would get better. She even told Vaughn's mom that because she had a meeting with Vaughn's mom. I didn't have no lawyer. That's going to be talked about later also. But just the fact that I didn't have a lawyer and so many people were saying I have a lawyer. No, I got off the internet because the internet was acting a fool. I was like, y'all crazy. I'm out. I got a real life husband and a real life situation to take care of. So while you guys are acting a fool, he's still in this condition no matter what. This is not my city no matter what. I got to take care of my children no matter what. So I don't have time for this back and forth. Listen, me and my husband worked hard. We made great money. We have savings. We live very simply because that's what we do. We live very simply. So we have enough. And I've been living off of our savings. It was hard finding a place to put my husband because I'm in my RV. This is not a place for a person in his condition to be in. So I made the choice to put him in a facility where it's going to be safe for him and easy for me to visit. And he was. He was. And I pay $11,000 per month out of my savings every single month because he doesn't qualify for Altex, which is the long-term care insurance here in Arizona. He's not covered. He has the VA insurance. So the VA comes and visits him. They still give him care. But no, they're not paying for this. I am. And because I'm at the point now where there ain't no way in hell my husband is going back to that care facility for what they did to him. And I don't know what's worse, the person that did it or the fact that the other people there are sweeping it under the rug and trying to cover it when it's clear signs of abuse. He ain't going back. I can't have my husband come in this RV. I need a home. In order to have a home, you have to show 3 months worth of pay stubs.
See, Dre, you almost got the girl. You almost got us, girl. Oh, Lord. Take your ass back to Yuma. Let me just say that. Take your ass back to Yuma. And you sat down every time they probably done found you out. Y'all, this is just my thinking. These folk probably tired of you trying to control them on how to care for Marvon because you probably they probably done found you out and probably telling you can't tell us how to properly care for this facility or you don't have enough money to have him in this facility. Let's just keep it real. Yeah, she's the breadwinner. Now you talking about you need a home when you had a home in Yuma. She has a home in Yuma. And she talking about some people, girl, get you security and you got all this money. You better go back to Yuma. Talking about you. I knew it was a gimmick. So she's coming out for since she coming out now because she's trying to blame. She wants social media to pay for her another house because social media was the cause of her moving from Yuma when it was you yourself. You trying to get money by sympathy. I ain't stupid. And you know what I'm saying? You 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 did the same thing to the chiropractor. Remember, did the same thing to the chiropractor. When Marvon started getting better, maybe Marvon was getting better. And she don't want that. When Marvon started standing up for himself, she had a problem with the chiropractor. Now, since Marvon may be turning a new leaf and getting better, she don't want that. I know. Hold on just a minute, y'all. Okay, y'all. And she just, y'all, I remember her saying, if y'all remember her saying about the chiropractor being the problem, now all of a sudden, now the facility is abusing this man, and now he back in the hospital. He's been sitting in a long-term care facility with no brain activity. You're basically letting this man suffer, and that's sad. It's sad.
My pay stubs are not going to show that I can afford a place because I'm not living off of current income. I'm living off of past. And with 11,000 getting deducted every month, my savings account is dwindling. And I need to come back because I need to make an income for my children,
Good.
for my
You've been
husband,
withholding all that
because
money from him.
he
Good.
depends
Now
on
you ain't
me.
got no choice but to give him some
He's
money.
not being taken care of by the state. I pay for him to get this care. And now that it is no longer safe for him to be in a place like this, I need to get a home. And I need to show that I can pay my rent. And right now it's not showing that. So what I'm asking also is that if you have any negative will towards me or any negative anything, please just pray about it or take it to somewhere else, because that's not healthy for me and that's not healthy for my children. You see, with all these lies, everybody, like so many people, try to get CPS involved, and they did. CPS thoroughly investigated my family. They interviewed my children, and they stopped by 3 different times. 3 different times. The Tucson Police Department came to come check on my children. I had Yuma PD calling me. I mean, my APS, of course, the VA hospital opened an APS case, even though what's crazy is they created a wound on Vaughn and it was pretty severe, stage 2. I didn't even know until we got to the other facility because they didn't tell me. That's how horrible of the care that they gave on. Gave him a wound, didn't even tell me. Stage 2, didn't even tell me. I had to find out when he was at the new facility. And I lost it because I never seen something as bad or tragic. And yet the police opens a case because of all the calls that they were giving. People were calling the Yuma Police Department, and they opened a case and they conducted a thorough investigation and they cleared my name. They seen that obviously they know things that the internet doesn't, because the internet created this false narrative that not even the internet, it was very few amount of people, very little. It's a small little few group of women, and they're not even, most of them weren't even connected with each other. It's just crazy how all this got spread from a tiny few people. That's it. And it blew up and took the internet by storm. And all these people doing YouTube videos on me, not once did anybody ask me, hey, this is what I plan to do a video about you. This is what's going on. You know, this is what I plan to bring out. Is there something you would like to say? There was one person who did email me and say something like that. She already put out a video. So by that time, no, we're done. I would have talked to someone. I would have. If someone would have approached me and asked me for my side or my truth or what's really going on, then I would have shared that. But people didn't. The only person that asked me for permission to speak about me and my family was the Facebook or YouTube, the missing puzzle pieces. I was sent a personal message and they sent me 3 different videos that was put together. And I was blown away. I'm like, oh my gosh, these are beautiful. Yes, you have permission to use my paid content to create these videos. That's the only person that ever asked me permission to use my videos that you pay for a subscription to get. Now I'm going to talk about the abuse that took place. Blows my mind how people only associate pain and hurt with tears. I've already cried so much. I'm not gonna, I am trying my best to hold it together as if this is easy for me. It's crazy. But that just shows how desensitized humanity is that I'm not looked at as a person. When I get off of this live video, I go back to being a mom, and I go back to fighting for my husband's life, and I go back to being a regular person. I've been off of social media for 7 months because I didn't want to deal with the BS. I don't want to deal with it now either. So please just excuse yourself if there's any negativity or whatever. I think it would be important for you to hear the truth, and providing me a safe place to do that is important. My girl's father tried to take them away, and no, it was not granted to him. I'm responsible for their girls, for my girls. I'm responsible for their health and for their care. And we eat really good, organic, plant-based type of good. That ain't cheap. I need to make the income in order to keep providing. So I'm going to do makeup videos. I'm going to do cooking videos. I don't think a majority of it is going to be about Vaughn because of how bad it was. I need it to be a place where other influencers are going to be man enough or grown enough or sympathetic enough to say, you know what, she's right. Even though I don't like Dre, she is a mom and a wife. That's Raza's mom. That's Bella's mom. That's Oasis's mom. And that's Marvon's wife. And that's Marvon's caregiver. She, regardless of what we feel, she still is responsible for those souls. The next few days or however long, I'm going to be talking about a lot of things. A lot. But right now, give me 1 second. I'm going to get into why Vaughn's in the hospital and why this is so serious. Oh, I love you, Jessie. Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sally. Thank you, Ashley McKnight. Okay. There is someone that works at the care home that Vaughn is at. There's only 4 people there. You know, it was really sad when Vaughn's mother put out that really whack. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Excuse me. I don't want to be petty. I don't. And I'm trying to put my nuck if you buck side away. So bear with me, please. When Vaughn's mother posted that poem, it was intentionally to create negative feelings for you to have towards me. Vaughn was in an assisted living with 4 people in a house in the mountains, which is why it's I would imagine, which is why it's so expensive. Huge house. It was so, I mean, going there, it was always nice. I feel there's no wonder why Vaughn was healing. I mean, we're around beautiful, I mean, beautiful, I don't want to say plants, but yeah, plants. I don't want to say greenery because it's a lot of green, but also like cactuses. Like it's a desert. I love the desert, but we're in the mountains. The air feels fresh and crisp, you know? And I visit him every day and nobody knows where we're at, you know? Like it's so good. My children go see their dad. Like we spend time with him. It feels good. It feels great. I mean, I would be able to see him all the time and it was nice. And because there's only 4 people, he got very good attention. They were on it. And I really like how, although they might not have seen what I seen, which is for me, I seen so many great things for Vaughn. I've always, that's my baby. I'm always gonna fight for his life. What? So even though they might have felt differently, they supported me. And I fought so hard to get my husband to have foods that were approved, like sea moss. I fought for months for Vaughn to get sea moss, and he finally was able to get sea moss. Like, what? Are you kidding me? And then I tried so hard for Vaughn to get moringa powder, and he got moringa powder, and he would take it every day. 2 tablespoons sea moss in the morning, moringa powder in the evening. And then right before he got into the hospital, ashwagandha was added to the list. And Vaughn, he would have purple onion tea every day. like, like, duh, what do you expect him to do whenever he's on something so good? You know, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm not the type to hold on to negativity. How can you hold on to negativity and expect positive things to happen? That doesn't make sense. They repel. Okay. So I need to have a good positive mindset. And I always have with my husband. And I always tell him, baby, as long as you keep fighting, I'm going to keep fighting. And when you feel like it's too much, then baby, I will give you your dignity and we'll go from there. But he continues to fight. After 4 months, Vaughn started making noises. Like someone that's supposed to never talk again, never walk again, never speak again, never like ventilator for the rest of his life. He started like I say talking, you know, he started talking, but it's like noises like like he does that. And I'm like, what? It was the most amazing thing. And it was the most amazing thing to me that I paid for a song to be written in honor of that, so that I could play it for my baby, so he can know how proud I am of him and how much it meant to me to hear his voice and how much I long for him to say I love you again. But there's so many milestones that he would hit. And then the most recent milestone, I ain't even gonna say. But I'm just like, what the? It's amazing how the lights that were turned off are turning back on. You know, I am witnessing a miracle. Like what? It's amazing. And I see him every day. So I'm by his side witnessing it every day, breathing life into my baby. Every day he gets red light therapy. Every day he gets his aromatherapy. Every day he gets massages. That man he is loved beyond measured. And it shows in the level of care that he gets. Until recently. 'Cause heart, dude. I can. Do you hear the rain? Do you guys want to hear it? Oh, hold on. I don't think I can. Do you guys want to hear? Do you hear that?
Yeah, baby. Tell me more.
That's so bomb. He's doing amazing. He was doing, it was amazing. It was amazing. The milestones that he's making, the things that doctors said he would never do, and he's doing, and it's incredible. And he's my whole heart and soul, which is why I'm so disturbed at this setback, because he was doing great and he was healing. And I even found a neurology place that is going to do the hyperbaric chamber on him, or they will put him in the hyperbaric chamber. I've already toured the facility. I told them about my husband's condition, and they're ready. They're like, hey, you get him here, we'll do our job. 5 days a week, hyperbaric chamber. So I've been trying so hard to get the VA to approve that. I need a referral, and that's really, it's been a fight that I haven't won yet. But Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, my husband was withheld his food and water. And I know this because of the severe dehydrated state that he was in the following day. He did not look the same, and I was very concerned for the way he looked. I'm with him every day. This was not normal. It was bad. And I think right now I'm going to leave out a lot of certain details, but he had lost 5 pounds that night and gained it right back the next day. And 12 hours later, not even like the next day, not like 24 hours, 12 hours later. And I said, I know that, watch, you weigh him again, he's going to weigh 5 pounds, because people don't lose 5 pounds overnight. That don't make no sense. Watch, he's going to weigh more. And certainly enough, he did. And because he was so dried out, the tube that's in his belly, the JG tube, I would imagine his organs being so dry from being so dehydrated that he shriveled up. And now that cord is kinked. Because of the severe dehydrated state that this person left my husband in, he's not even in the condition to get surgery to fix it. That peg tube is for his water, it's for his food, it's what keeps him going. And he can't even have it through there no more. So this is certainly a different change of events now. And this is bad enough to make me want to come back on social media after I was like, I'm out. No thanks. I don't want no part of this.
Y'all, I'm gonna have to just leave it right there because I got to go. So how can he be if you've been checking on him and you're the control freak that we know you are, how you not and you say you with him come to the hospital all this time and you said that he's dehydrated and after missing one thing or one feeding or whatever, he dehydrated. Did I hear that right? Y'all, I just want to know, did I hear that right? The hospital, she's probably acting a fool in this hospital. I only want them to feed him this vegan shit. Marvon probably is bones now. Dang. Because you want him to be on this vegan when he needs ensure. He needs ensure. He needs water and ensure and all the other stuff that they can feed him. He don't need no vegan mess. I know I did not. I know I am not crazy. I'm crazy, but I ain't that crazy. Not this crazy to say that someone, if you say that he was dehydrated in one day, and you claim that you go to the hospital every day to see this man, ain't no way in hell with the being the control freak that you are, you're not going to make sure that they feed Marvon this vegan crap that you push. Y'all, y'all, let me listen to this one more time, and then I'm gonna go. And then she recorded this man grunting. Y'all know that sometimes there is when people are passing over, people do death rattles, right? They do death rattles. My dad did it when he died. Marvon may be a slow death by his own wife still.
That's so bomb.
Wait till you take a bath. Like,
He's doing amazing.
wait.
He was doing. It was amazing. It was amazing. Um, the milestones that he's making, the things that doctors said he would never do, and he's doing, and it's incredible. And he's my whole heart and soul, which is why I'm so disturbed at this setback because he was doing great and he was healing. And I even found a neurology place that is going to do the hyperbaric chamber on him, or they will put him in the hyperbaric chamber. I've already toured the facility. I told them about my husband's condition, and they're ready. They're like, "Hey, you get him here, we'll do our job 5 days a week, hyperbaric chamber." So I've been trying so hard to get the VA to approve that. I need a referral, and that's really, it's been a fight that I haven't won yet. But Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, my husband was withheld his food and water. And I know this because of the severe dehydrated state that he was in the following day. He did not look the same, and I was very concerned for the way he looked. I'm with him every day. This was not normal. It was bad. And
So that's all I want y'all to hear. Y'all heard her say, "I'm with him every day." Y'all heard that right. I'm with him every day. And I know when I saw him, this wasn't normal. So if you're with him every damn day, how, and you are the control freak, like I stated before, that we know you are, how would you allow them to dehydrate him? Y'all, we have to read between the lines, and we have to really listen to what people are not saying but saying. Um, if you with somebody all day, ain't no way in hell you gonna sit back in the hospital and say, "Well, I haven't seen y'all do any tube feeding. Why haven't y'all done that? Can I get a nurse in here to do a tube feed?" So that's leave me with one thing. You're just sitting up here on social media gaslighting, your ass damn near broke. You need us to, the social media to make some more money because you really ain't got it like that no more. You got lawyers, fees, doctor bills, the facility to pay, and you got to make this look good because of the simple fact that you ain't got the money, and it's okay. But don't play on the people top. And Marvon ain't and you're trying to get money off everything. And you know what I'm saying? This is your truth, but at the end of the day, if you with someone 20, if you're with them, they're from sun up to sundown, and he haven't had a tube feeding, ain't no way somebody misses tube feeding that night and he dehydrated. Child, miss me with it. Miss me with it. All right, y'all. I got to go. I got to get ready for something to do. But y'all, we'll listen to the rest of this mess tomorrow. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.